Hey, Tina, can I get some of your discharge to flake on top?
Sir, we can hear you. You're shouting.
Tina, you still on your period? They want the rosemary glaze.
Rosemary glaze, that would be green and purple.
It's a weird period. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 112 of Dropouts. This week, we have two people who still think their lives matter, but I know they don't, because I am almighty. All right, hit me with some intro music, Jared. You know, stuttering...
Wait, why does your life matter more than ours?
I mean, you know what I mean?
Like, let's be real. Like,
I'm not being real. His life is not more important than mine.
Both of your lives are more important than mine, if we're going to be honest.
I don't think any of our lives are more important.
You guys are straight white males.
What does that have to do with anything?
Everything.
It doesn't mean our lives are more important.
According to the government, it does.
According to the government, but not us personally.
You know, when I made the joke, I didn't think we were going to get political. But
what's up, B-Words? Welcome back to episode 112 of Dropouts. I never know what to say after that.
Indy told me that if she's just randomly started lactating, she would charge me $5 a cup. Like, I'd want a cup of her milk.
A cup?
Yeah.
Way more, actually.
Bitch, a gallon is $5, okay? You gotta learn about supply.
Titty milk.
It's just
Titty milk is sold. Mothers sell titty milk.
It is a form of titty milk.
I also didn't say that, but you know.
It's just fascinating that you think your teat milk is of higher value.
It would have to be because it would be such a low supply of it.
Why? Does boob size
indicate
lactating?
I don't think so.
Volume?
Maybe because it's like the milk dud size. I don't know.
The milk dud size.
The milk dud.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing candy into this?
I meant ducked.
I mean, I feel like aren't. I mean, this is gonna sound so ignorant. Aren't boobs like? Don't they grow when you get pregnant because they're storing milk?
Totally.
So boob size does matter because it's all about how much they can hold.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. So if you have like some F's on you.
Whoa.
I mean, do you just have two udderfuls of
FG?
I think that's so.
That's massive.
I mean, I think if they grow to be that size.
But F also isn't as big as you think. A, B, C, double D, E, F.
So it's two sizes above double D. That's pretty fucking big.
My mom's an F. F size.
Yeah, she's got some big old titties.
She got some big old titties.
Hey, Miss Massara. I think you just noticed.
Why'd you say you know?
Yeah, I was about to apologize, but I realized I said something heinous as well.
Yeah, you're included in this. Don't try to act all innocent.
But you did hear Jared insinuate that he's seen your breast before. Well, that was
she's talked about how big her boobs are. She's proud of them.
She's got great tits, and she's proud of it, as she should be. They're amazing for her age.
I wonder if she has back problems because of it. No.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Does cup size affect how much milk a woman develops?
Finally, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. It took us 112 episodes to get here.
The short answer is no.
What's the long answer?
Although your breasts will likely grow larger before and during your breastfeeding journey, breast size is irrelevant when it comes to how much milk you produce. A mom with small breasts might have just as much milk supply as a mom with large breasts.
Okay, well.
That's good to know.
I feel like my supply would be low.
You just heard science.
I understand science, but science
you
has
don't
never
understand
seen
science.
But science has also never seen titties this small. So
it's 100% seeing titties that small.
I've never met someone with titties this small. So.
Are you kidding me? Who are the kids you hang out with on the playground? I bet they
Zach, the pedophile joke's old.
Gotta end.
It's not a pedophile joke.
Well,
I thought it wasn't a joke if it was true. Okay.
Well, it's not true.
You're right. You got to say that legally. Anyway,
I don't have to say that legally. I'm just saying that because it's not true.
So when does how like I have a blue check mark? What's that blue dot like?
Now you're in on the pedophile jokes.
Oh,
they're not. You can have a blue dot without being a pedophile.
Okay, sorry.
You guys are so close-minded.
You could have been
it's any sexual misconduct, really.
Okay.
Anyway, speaking of sex offenders, I just watched I just
looked in the mirror?
No, shut up. It's not a funny joke.
You're right.
I just watched the Nathan For You episode where he does the super elaborate like escape artist bit where he designs, so he has to pick handcuff locks.
Is this
Nathan Fielder, same guy that does the rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he has handcuffs he's above his head and he has to pick a lock.
And that's what you did to the kid.
Shut up.
That one. See, there's sometimes when you have a joke, you take it to a certain point, and then if you go over it, then it's not funny anymore. And I just think we got to that point.
Okay.
And it's not a big deal because you didn't know.
I didn't.
No, you thought, oh, we're still going on with the bit. Maybe it's
learning,
still funny.
I'm still learning comedic timing.
You still are. Yeah. So say sorry for kind of ruining the bit there. Okay, I'm gonna assume you say sorry. Keep going, Jared. I'm so sorry. Okay, this middle-aged man has his arms above his head.
He's locked. He has to pick handcuff locks.
Okay.
Like police grade handcuff locks.
Gotcha.
He has to do it in 90 seconds, or he has this whole elaborate bit. He goes on about how magicians and escape artists, they always risk their lives or whatever, like life and death. But he's just like talking about ruining his life forever. So in that 90 seconds, if he doesn't do it, periodically he has robot arms that unzip his pants and pull them down to where if he doesn't get it in the 90 seconds, it pulls down his underwear, fully exposing him to an audience full of children, where he has an LA judge and an LA police officer waiting on standby to arrest him for.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Oh, this is real?
Yeah.
That's really funny. But I also want to know.
Why did the parents let their kids come to
what
this?
casting department was like, does your kid maybe want to get offended? Please come over here at noon.
That's what I've been wondering about this whole show. Okay, like I've been binging
This is
it.
for real?
Yes.
Did he make it out?
Yeah, he made it out.
Oh, thank
Spoiler
God.
alert. He made it out at the last second, and then so he makes it out, and the robots had already pulled his pants down, and so they were getting ready to pull down his underwear, and then as soon as he gets out, he hits a red button, and then a flag like jumps up in front of his crotch. But no, the whole show just has the most like wild scenarios that you just gotta ask yourself, why would anyone sign up for them?
This kind of reminds me, I don't know why, this reminds me of the Mark Norman when he's on the, he's a comedian and he was on, like, okay, so comedians, they have to go on local TV channels when they're in town and they have to do comedy.
Oh, that thing was
and they have to kind of sell it for the night. Should we bring it up? Yeah, do Mark Norman morning news. Okay, so to set the precedent, if you're a comedian, when you go to different cities, you go on the morning shows of that local town's TV and you kind of promote that you're going to be there that night. That way people will come watch your show. I don't know if it's an old practice now.
Oh my God, sorry. They pulled up the Cleveland one. This channel is infamous for comedians coming
Yeah,
out.
watch that one.
Back here to New Day, Cleveland. It is time for a little bit of a laugh. We need comedian Mark Norman in our lives. He'll be here at Hilarities this weekend. So welcome here into the studio. It's good to have you here.
Hey, good to be here. It's a pleasure. I'm a little hungover, a little gay, but just glad to be.
You can tell he just doesn't want to do it.
Sister.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm very happy to be here with you too.
All right. Sorry, just hiding my erection. Yeah, this is great.
I know you just left Slyman's.
Yeah, I had Slyman's, so I'm really gonna be on the toilet later. But
Just everything you can't
best
say.
corned beef in the Midwest, if you ask me.
It's delicious. It's the size of your head.
Yeah, and I ate way too much, but at least everybody there was very attractive. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
But good grub there. Whew, still hurting.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah, I've been farting it up in the green room, and I think I scared.
That's why the door was shut.
Yeah.
To our little smaller green room.
Exactly.
You were just trying to be polite.
We call it hot boxing.
Oh, gross.
Really?
I don't know how much we can play without getting copywritten.
Do you think we'd be copywritten by New Day Cleveland?
I feel like they'd come after us. They're penny pinching any way they can get.
New Day Cleveland. It gets so much funnier.
Hell, okay, fine. I'll play it.
Soaking it all in, because the smell of your own farts, for some reason, is enjoyable.
Ew.
If you farted, it'd be weird. But if I fart, I enjoy it. I don't know why.
Is that a guy thing?
Maybe.
Because I feel like you would hear no woman would ever say something like that.
No,
No.
you guys are more of maybe a queefing.
Oh my god.
But is that clean?
Dude, this is like what old people watch in the morning.
I know.
Oh,
She said
sorry,
we're
10
10 a.m.
You know, you've up, you had your coffee, your meth, or who knows what. So yeah, we're all adults here.
So you live in New York City now, but you're from New Orleans.
Yeah, wow, well done. You read my
And-
grinder bio.
You up, yes.
Yeah.
Is it true that did you just recently move in with
I
a
bought
lovely lady?
I bought a place. I moved in with a lady, an Alexa.
Oh,
got
Alexa
one.
is your lady. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
It's the only thing my parents have been proud of that I've done. I've done The Tonight Show, Conan, Colbert, Comedy Central, but when I bought my apartment, that's when they actually started answering my phone calls. But hey, that's why I'm a comedian, because I got to get love somewhere. Whoops, sorry, is that a Me Too?
Jeez.
All right.
I can handle it. So, but I mean, you're young. So getting into this business
Black
and
don't crack.
business and
I'm 35, not that young. But, not on the Viagra yet. Or am I? Who knows? I like to snort it. Quicker.
oh,
Just imagine not caring so much.
I think that's my cue to just wrap
Oh,
this
is that
up.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mark.
Oh, is that it? Oh,
geez.
geez. We got to get him on the podcast.
Okay.
I would love to get him
He goes,
on the
oh,
podcast.
is that it? Oh, it's 10 a.m.
Comedians, they're at a point where they're not cancelable just because.
Because everything they say is under the veil of comedy, where like
I think
nothing
they're
they
just
say is serious.
They're also just under the veil of they don't like care about anything in life.
I think they're also under the veil of understanding that like they know themselves so well to a point that like I know I'm not racist, I know I'm not homophobic, I know I'm good, and everyone else or the good people left will understand that this is a fucking joke.
That's why Jared can't make jokes because
About
he's all of those
pedophilia,
things.
because-
No, not.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
over. It's the bit is over. You got to know when a bit's dead, okay? We're beating a dead horse to this point. Pull up the Bobby Lee one.
Next time I'm doing a segment, don't look at me. I told you not to look at me, Natalie.
Do you
And
know
I'm
what?
not in Russia. A hangover.
I did not say that.
Ow! Oh my God.
This poor
I
woman.
went to Slimans earlier. Look at my body now. I'm shaped like a scallop. That's one muscle.
Wait, I'm just really excited.
I'm on TV. How are you, Natalie? Good to see you.
Oh, is it really good to see you?
Yeah.
Because just a few
you know,
minutes ago.
earlier, you know what I said? I go, I can't believe I'm working with Natalie again.
It's not what happened.
I'm a big fan. I have all her albums. You're amazing. You're the best, whatever you do in the business.
What really happened was he went
What?
over to my boss, one of our producers,
Yeah.
and said, What's the host's name again?
Yeah, you know why?
How many times have we worked together?
Twice!
No.
And I haven't seen you in like 5 years.
It's been less than 5 years.
Just give me a kiss real quick. Just give me
Now that's me too.
It's getting weird
You
now.
give me kisses, you
That was
hug me, and
European,
you
that
still don't
wasn't
remember my
sexual.
name.
Okay. That thing was so good, the biscuits and the gravy.
It's really
Oh
good.
my
See,
God.
when you're here in Cleveland, we
And
have
I
some
didn't
really
know the
great
guy from The
restaurants.
Shield was here.
No.
I didn't know that he was a cook.
How much cocaine do you
No,
think
wait,
he's done?
you do have a new show that's out right now.
sorry.
I'm really
no, it's
happy
not out
for you.
yet, but it got picked up.
Yay!
It's on a different network than Fox. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
ABC.
Oh.
It's called Splitting Up Together. And it's with me, Jenna Fisher, and Oliver Hudson. And it's a family show, so I have to be like really clean and proper right now.
Oh.
I'm a Christian.
Yeah. You're never clean and proper.
Give me-
Just give me a kiss.
I'm kidding. I have a girlfriend. Ask the questions.
Okay.
It's getting uncomfortable. Ask the questions. Do your job, Natalie. Okay?
Well, see,
Read
here's
the
the
prompter,
thing.
whatever you
I don't
need to
have
do,
a prompter
all right?
for you. I never have a
Oh,
prompter.
you improvise.
Wait, yes,
you gotta
but
take
here's
some
the thing.
classes because you don't know how to do it.
Here's the thing.
All right, you're supposed to add information. And see
No.
those little pockets of silence? You're supposed to fill those in.
Here's the thing.
What is it, Natalie? I like
With
your teeth. You use white strips, be honest.
I
Those
have
aren't real.
used
They
them.
can't be real.
I have used them before.
Ah, man, if I lived in Cleveland, you and I, yeah, right? We'd be a team.
Team.
Like play tennis. That's what I meant by
Okay,
that. Yeah.
okay. See, this is why I don't like to
What?
fill those moments because I just kind of let you roll, and that's the nice thing about
Yeah?
you. There's some comedians that come on.
Because I'm a professional, Natalie.
Yes.
See what
and
I'm
you
doing?
just
I'm not
have
letting
fun.
times, like, no, there's no silences.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, look at those lips. Why is it so moist? You put
It's
lip
called
liner?
lip gloss.
Oh, it is?
It's
You
called
look
lip
really
gloss.
good.
Thank you.
How old are you now? I'm 86. I am. I was in the original Karate Kid movies.
Where were you?
You're on Happy Days and they fired me.
So what? But you also have something that's on Netflix right now.
I'm on a show called Love. It's with Judd Apatow. You never heard of it?
We love Judd
Fancy now,
Apatow.
all right?
You are
And I have a
fancy.
new Viceland show coming out called What Would Diplo Do with James Vanderbeek.
Oh,
That's how you say it, too.
That's how you say his last name?
Yeah,
I never knew
you
how to say it.
twice. Yeah, so it's good. You know, for years I couldn't work, and then this year something magical happened.
And what was that?
I don't know. I just have this confidence, and I have this. I just want to go for it. You know what I mean?
She's like, please get the
And,
fuck off of me.
Just. It never works. It never,
He got
doesn't
canceled
like
for
acting.
this, didn't he?
That is
I have no
not.
idea.
I'm white. I have jaundice.
Jeez.
Can you say those kind of jokes here? Huh? I know it's television. Morning.
You are the only person
Yeah.
ever in my career here
Yeah.
to get that close to my face. He's the
Are
only
you
person I will
married?
let get that
Are
close
you
to my
married?
face too. No, so does that mean it doesn't
Do you have
matter
a
then?
boyfriend?
Yes,
It's
yes, we all.
it's
yes.
not working out though, is it? It doesn't feel like it is.
No.
Yeah, because your energy is like, it's a little too strong. I have a relationship. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been together?
4 years, and it's strong.
It's really strong?
Yeah. And
Didn't
she's
age well.
Yeah, did not age well.
I'm kidding. Natalie's the best in Cleveland. Give her a round of applause, all right? She's going to get an Emmy.
When you come
For sure.
back, next time, I'm gonna be. What's my name? What's my name gonna be next time? Until you ask
I might
again.
call you JoJo.
JoJo?
To me, you look like a JoJo to me.
I look like a JoJo.
Yeah.
I'll take JoJo.
He's not wrong.
My brother's
What's my
name's
new
Joe.
name? Give me a name.
Andrew.
Improv classes, she needs them. Andrew.
You look like an Andrew.
She says, go. Oh, there I am. Come see my shows. I'm at Hilarities tonight through Saturday.
Come and see him, guys. He is going to be there all weekend long. You will really enjoy seeing him if you've never seen him before. I did come to see him once, and let me just tell you, the
the
clothes
best.
did come off.
I don't care.
Does it
It's America.
do they always come off?
And I don't live in Trump's America. I live in my own America.
And
Dude,
I want to do a morning show.
that poor woman. Oh my god.
I feel like she
I
loves
think
it
she
now.
likes it.
Oh no, it's definitely like she's
it's a
got a
bit.
good attitude about it, but it's aggressive.
Did you hear what was in the news?
No.
Tell us.
You want me? You
Yeah.
asked me what was in the news.
Yeah, so tell us, and then we'll give you our opinions.
There are two things you can legally throw out of a car in California, according to. Sorry, this is a tweet from Fox 5 San Diego. According to
Got
states
weird tweet alerts.
vehicles,
I want to guess.
I don't actually use Twitter.
I want to guess.
Okay.
Apple cores and compostable goods.
Did you just say compostable?
Yeah,
You mean compostable?
compostable.
No, that's
It's not-
impossible. It's a show.
I mean, I guess that would fall under the same chapter as an apple core. I just feel like they would have specified an apple core.
According to the CHP, a driver can technically spill clean water onto the roadway or feathers from live birds.
What?
However, the law stipulates that they have to be live birds.
Feathers from. Okay. It's actually good to know.
You can't.
Saw you drop those feathers. Where's the live bird, ma'am?
Someone's
Sorry.
got a peacock in their back seat.
Wow, peacock is what you went for? Could have gone for anything else. And peacock?
Jared, if you were a peacock and you were trying to pick up Indiana, kind of what would you do?
Well, you got to flare the feathers,
Okay.
right? Obviously, and you
I
got
thought that
to.
was a defense mechanism
I'm sure it is
to
'cause
make
it's-
themselves appear bigger to predators.
Well, yeah, but you also want to appear like big, and
Macho.
strong, and beautiful to your mates. You know.
Yeah, sure.
If you guys haven't turned off the podcast yet, just go ahead and do it now because we're currently we're talking about if we were peacocks and how we would mate with each other.
I have no segue. Zach made me chug my
Okay.
drinks today.
Wow, this is okay. So when you tune into a podcast, you think, hey, they're probably going to tell an interesting story that's going to really get my goat, as old people used to say. Indy's about to tell a story about water and her drinking it. And
You were gonna tell it.
I was not going to tell it.
Yeah, you were. You were like, no, we'll talk about it on the podcast.
Well, that was just because I didn't want to talk about it because it was a conversation about water. I don't know if you guys know this yet, but when you guys start having conversations with me that I kind of don't want to talk about, I usually say save it for the podcast and I hope you guys forget. Anyway, Indy, do you want to talk about the water incident?
It made me chug my water and I felt sick.
Okay, Jared. So this is the hightail and hootin' tootin' story.
I
that-
felt sick because then he was like, "Oh, it's the only water you've
Let me-
ever had in your life."
Oh,
And I
this
was
is
like,
no. So let me set up the story. So this is hard hitting journalism. This is podcast material. You know when people say, "Not everyone should have a podcast." Welcome to it. We were sitting in a restaurant today, and Indiana had, I'd say, 1/4 cup full of water, and I said, "Bet you."
No, I had like half a cup.
That's still not a lot. Go on.
Exactly. She thinks so she drinks the half a cup of water and then they bring her another water. And I say, I bet you can't chug that. And she's like, yes, I can. And then she chugged the water and then she got a tummy ache. That was the big reveal.
Riveting, guys. I just
Wait, was there any more magic to
That's
it?
not really how it
I was
happened at all.
on the edge of my seat during
Oh,
that
wait,
story.
sorry. That's not really how it happened. What?
He made me drink his glass of water and my glass of water and said, we can't leave this restaurant until you drink that water.
So you're saying that he made sure you were hydrated.
He's so abusive. He makes sure like my cells are also getting oxygen. He makes me breathe.
This is also coming from the same person that I remember waking up one morning
Before you go?
and we were going out to breakfast, and you were complaining that you had a headache because you weren't drinking enough water, and then cracked the Red Bull open.
Yeah, I do that often.
I'd love to see her on a first date and like somebody's asking her questions. So what did you do yesterday? Oh my gosh, you don't even believe this. Okay, so we're at a restaurant. I drink a cup and a half of water.
Jared, we're gonna act like we're on a first date, and you're gonna ask a question, and I'm gonna respond how
You
I
gotta
would
try to be
actually
interesting.
respond. I will. I'm gonna try and be interesting on how I would actually respond on a first date.
Okay, ask her interesting questions. Like this is a first date. You want to see if you want to peck her up with this girl.
God, I
Okay,
suck
ready?
at dates.
Hey, it's really nice to meet you. I'm glad that we finally got to like meet and arrange this.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. How have you been? What have you been up to this week?
Why are you so nervous? You know her. Anyway,
Because I'm acting,
Oh,
Zach.
wait,
I'm in
I'm a-
character.
Okay,
I'm gonna be the waiter, like intermittent. Hey, can I start you guys? Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean to
it's
cut you
okay,
guys.
it's
Can I
okay.
start you guys off with some drinks?
I'll take a Moscato, please.
Oh my God, can I see your ID? You're gonna have water, aren't you?
I'll have
Maybe a cup and a half. All right. And you, sir?
You know, I'll have water too.
You're gonna water.
Oh, thank you.
You don't want to get a Moscato because you're obviously over 21, and then you can slip it to the lady. I know this works.
And then
I would love that.
And then what? Then you just come over and she's drinking the Moscato?
Do you think I care this minimum wage job, sir? Do
Probably-
you want the Moscato or no?
Probably less than minimum
I would
wage.
love that.
You're probably
Can you just come back in a little?
We'll come back in a little.
Thank you.
You guys chat it up. Did you want the free bread?
We would love the free
love
bread.
some extra
And
butter, please.
Got
Oh.
it.
Look at us, just two peas in a pod. This is a
What was
terrible
I up
first
to this week?
Hold on. I'm going to get your bread. You guys chop it up.
What was I up to this week?
Stupid bread.
Do I actually tell him what I was up to this week?
Why would you not tell me what you're
This is a
actually
date.
up to?
If I lie.
I'm in the kitchen right now.
I mean, sure, you can lie, but just
Okay,
tell me what you were doing.
We have brown bread. No one ever knows
well,
what it's called.
I had a slow week, I guess.
Pumpernickel, maybe? I don't know.
I've been reading a new book. I'm really enjoying called The Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
You know what? Whatever. Get this bread, you stupid white people.
Are you not white too?
You guys can't hear me. I'm in the kitchen.
I've been reading this book. I really like it.
Oh,
It's
you want
called
butter on
A
it?
Good Girl's Guide
Let's
to
smell this
Murder.
nut butter. Yeah, you like that?
Had a couple errands to run. That was cool.
Hey, Tina, can I get some of your discharge to flake on top? Some of your discharge.
I can't focus.
I hate these two white people at table 4.
Sir, we can hear
Hear
you.
you.
You're shouting.
What's going on, guys?
We can hear. We don't want the bread. We're okay.
Okay, I'm going to be right back with the bread.
No, we don't want
Tina,
that.
you still in your period? They want the rosemary glaze.
Rosemary glaze. That would be green and purple.
It's a weird period.
So what do you do for work?
Dude, it's been 3 weeks since we've done a podcast on our own. I think we've forgotten how to talk to each
Yeah,
other.
definitely.
No, I like this bit. Keep going on the date.
Sorry.
Okay, just stop breaking character.
Okay,
I'm
we're-
over here making bread. I'm
It's
getting
hard
water.
to not break
When you're
character.
just screaming into the mic, we can't hear each other.
I'm not screaming in the mic.
You are.
Tina wouldn't give me your discharge.
Ugh.
I thought it was her period. They're different things, just so we're aware.
They taste similar. All right,
Gross.
I'm back to it.
Okay.
One's like pennies, one does not.
Somebody's gone down on a woman.
So, tell me about the book. What was it called again?
A Good Girl's Guide.
Yeah, Flub City Poplar. Fuck.
Eat your fucking words, Jared!
Dude, you ever heard of instant karma? It was right there.
Flow City. It's called The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm really enjoying the book, actually. I just recently got back into reading.
Mark, come here. I'm watching this terrible date go on. Come here. Come on,
So
come
what
on.
do you do?
You know, I
She
work on
doesn't know. Keep going.
Are you the waiter that's like standing over our table listening to
It's
this?
sufferable. Come here, Mark. All right, keep going. Sorry.
I work on a couple podcasts. I make music.
Oh, here
and
you guys
then
go. Here's your bread, and then here's your water. Do you guys need any appetizers?
We'll have a look over the menu.
Look over the menu. Okay, I'll be.
Oh, actually, you know what? Do you want any appetizers?
I'm good, actually. Do you
Okay.
want some? Feel free.
I'll have the bruschetta.
Okay, so it angers me that you think comedy is just being louder.
I like the
I have to work for my job. Sorry, I haven't been an influencer my whole life on a date with some weird guy. All right, I'll see you guys.
I like the thought of like a waiter roasting the person. I guess that is a restaurant. This is
Dick's.
called Dick's. Yeah.
We have a place in Australia called Karen's Diner. and
Wow.
all the waiters like act like Karen.
Okay, you guys are still on the date. Don't break character.
Was that before or after?
The Karen phenomenon?
Yeah.
After.
Wow, they capitalize on that.
Oh, yes, they
Good
did.
for
It's going
them.
well.
Yeah, they did.
You guys found something
Yeah,
in common.
Wait, so you're from Australia?
Yeah, I was actually born and raised there, and then I moved here when I was like 13 or 14.
Oh my God, what was that transition like?
It was hard. I didn't really have any
Tell her you wanna
family
bloom her
here. It was pretty hard. I didn't really have too much family here, but I've been here for like the last 7 years. So.
Who'd you move here with?
My mom originally, and then she moved back.
Wow, so it's just you?
Just me.
Ask her who
all
emergency
by
contact
myself.
is.
Who's your emergency contact?
My ex-boyfriend.
Interesting. Do you guys have like a good relationship?
Yeah, we're still friends.
This is a red flag moment.
Yeah.
What do you do for work?
I'm an actress, and I do like
Be
content,
interested in that. That's cool.
content creating for like
I was
money.
letting her finish the sentence.
Thank you.
The only time she's gonna be finishing tonight.
Not wrong.
I'm an actress, and I make money by creating content.
Ask if that's OnlyFans.
Is that OnlyFans content? Sorry, the waiter's whispering these things in my ear.
No, it's
I'm-
okay. No, just like normal TikToks and stuff.
What have you been in? Like,
I hate that question as a fucking actor. You know the pressure because it's like it was a sidebar. You didn't see that.
okay.
Oh, I've like done some movies with Sean Astin. I don't know if you know him.
Oh, from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
This has gone on so long.
Are we like still going?
I'm trying to see if there's like.
There's not chemistry
There's
here.
never been chemistry here.
Are you like? Be honest. Are you slipping off your seat a little bit? Let's
Zach-
dive into your. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say you should talk about your trip to Miami because we've never been able to talk about that. I think that was
yeah.
even before the Jason episode.
Went to Miami. What of it?
You met everybody under the sun.
And you went by yourself.
Yeah, I went to myself Miami. Met a couple broads, a couple holes and poles and holes. That's how it goes.
Why do you not want to talk about this?
What happened, Jared?
You met like a billionaire.
You met a billionaire. You met Zed, G-Eazy, Sean White,
Nina Dobrev.
Nina Dobrev. Who else did you meet down there? You're friends with the billionaire.
Jared, I want to tell interesting stories on this podcast, like drinking water and stuff like that. Not hanging out with the lead actress of the top hit show Vampire Diaries. Not hanging out with Sean White, 3-time gold medalist. I don't want to talk about hanging out and talking with Zed and getting that picture with him because he's one of the best DJs in the
And
world.
chopping
I don't
it up
want
with
to.
G-Eazy.
I don't want to talk about chopping it up with G-Eazy because one of the
I thought it was chalk.
chopping it up.
Chopping it up?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was chalking it up.
She knows what she's doing. She's derailing the conversation for absolutely no reason. I'm not supposed to talk about the billionaire guy I met. He kind of wants his stuff offline.
Oh, yeah, so.
So I won't talk about him too much. He owns 2 major sports teams. He is infinitely wealthy. Somehow we became best friends in a swimming pool and hung out for 3 days. That was actually wonderful. Very good friend now. And then, I went to this event, hung out with Nina Dobrev. My old acting teacher played her dad in the Vampire Diaries. That was my in. I went in with that. And then I talked to Sean White. I was like, good job at doing the stuff on the boards. He's like, haha, thanks, man. And then we got a picture together. They wanted to learn more about TikTok. Talked to him about TikTok a little bit. Zed was just standing there, asked him to come on the podcast. He said, talk to my team. I talked to his team. It's in the works, possibly. Who knows? And then nobody cares about all this stuff. This is me just like gloating. Oh, I talked
It's
to G-Eazy.
not
Okay, I
gloating.
went up to G-Eazy. He's like 6'5", huge dude. And Jared always tells me, actually, one of my remixes has more streams than G-Eazy's actual songs. So I was like, okay, I'll tell him. So I go up to G-Eazy and I was like, hey, my roommate wants me to tell you that his song has more listens than your song, even though it's the same song. I don't know how it all works. He's like, oh, so he wants to brag, but through you. I said, yeah. And then I was like, hey, your bodyguard, who was much bigger than him and much more stout. I was like, how did you find a bodyguard bigger than you? He's like, man, it was hard. I was like, we should do a bit where I attack you and see if he does anything. And his bodyguard was on the phone. He's like, and then he's like, all right, let's set it up. He like grabs me by the shirt, like, get away from me, man, get away from me. And then his bodyguard just stays on the phone and he didn't save G-Eazy. I don't think G-Eazy is very threatened by my physicalness either, but that's completely fine.
Is that because he's like one of the few people that like actually
than you?
look down on you, like physically?
I don't know. I feel like we had a connection.
No, I'm not saying like mentally look down at you. I mean like physically, like he's just taller.
I got
than
it.
you.
I just don't like when people talk about people being taller than me because it makes me really insecure. And it's like, can I
No,
even drink
there's
in a
like
cup
there's
and a
like
half of
maybe
water
like
Indy?
there's maybe like a 0.001% of people taller than you, Zach.
Andre Drummond looks down on me.
Well, he's an NBA player, so
Well, we went to his birthday party and he looked down on me and said, thank you for telling him happy birthday. I guess I have been hanging out with recognizable people as of recent, but I feel like when I announced that through the waves of this podcast into your ears that might come off as pretentious. So I try to keep the nuances of my life to myself in such a way where I'm vague and mysterious. Also, I started a cult recently.
I don't think it's like braggadocious to.
Braggadocious? Is that a real word?
Yes.
Braggadocious? Tell me that doesn't sound like a fake word.
For
I don't
someone
think
that
it's-
knows 6 words, you can't be
I don't
throwing
think
out
that
when you're
saying
not sure
that,
what one
like,
is.
It sounds like you're like braggalicious.
Is
like,
that because you're thinking of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
No, I'm not. I didn't even, that didn't even cross my mind.
But
Your
recently,
vocab is big.
recently,
I've never
Anyway.
heard that word in my life.
Anyway,
So I've always really wanted to go to Italy, and I've always wanted to learn Italian. So for all you summer travelers, whether you're going abroad or staying domestic and want to immerse yourself in the culture, now is the perfect time to start Babbel. Babbel is the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach your destination.
with Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson so you can start having real life conversations in a new language as little as 3 weeks. Other language learning apps use AI for the lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by 150 language experts. Have you ever heard of the term experts? It's good.
Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your punctuation and accent. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your language learning journey today with Babbel.
You know, a lot of people say there's always more fish in the sea, but you know how you get more fish in the sea? Be able to speak other languages, okay?
amen to that.
Imagine being in a
Amen.
relationship with more people or have the ability to because you can speak the language. Listen, right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you get an additional 3 months free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use promo code Dropouts. That's BABBEL.com, code Dropouts. Go get your language on. Have you ever heard of things that are good for your body? Do you want to take care of your body and live longer and have an ability to listen to this podcast more? Well, guess what? Care of helps you start or add to a sustainable and enjoyable wellness routine aimed at helping you feel real results by building healthy habits. You take a short, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle and health goals for a personalized recommendation. It takes the guesswork out of supplements that are best suited for you.
Care of daily vitamin packs are made of plant-based compostable film so you can stress less about your impact on the planet. Each shipment comes with a customized booklet showing you exactly what is in your individual daily packs and why it was recommended specifically for you and for your health goals.
When I took the quiz, easy, simple, got me the supplements I needed, and I feel healthy, beautiful, vibrant, glowing.
You look
all-
healthy, beautiful, vibrant, and glowing.
I've been saying that into the mirror, into my own eyes, and
Good.
I'm feeling
Affirmations.
it. Affirmations with the help of the supplements. If you want to look vibrant, radiant, glowing, if you want to feel good about your health and know that you're getting a personalized vitamin situation into your gullet, guess what you can do? For 50% off of your first Care of order, you go to takecareof.com and enter code Dropouts50. That's 50% off, okay?
That's right. For 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code Dropouts50.
That is TAKECAREOF.com and use Dropouts50 for 50% off. Don't say we never did anything for you, okay?
Saving some moolah.
Back to the show.
I
I
don't
don't talk
think-
about my cult for a second.
We'll get to it. I don't think it's braggadocious. I think it's kind of like arrogant to be like to say these things and be like, oh, I'm better than you or whatever. You know, like say that in a negative way.
I'm better than you.
I'm saying that you can say that. I think it's interesting to talk about these things because that doesn't happen just every day, you know, and it's really unique life experiences.
Well, one of, I don't know why I'm like this, but since gaining a minute following, I have this, I don't want there to be this disconnect between me and regular people. Seems condescending, but you know what I mean by that term, like people that aren't in this space, because I feel like there's a numeric value next to my name now that people can see my social status based on a number online, and that kind of irks me a little bit, where I don't want people to think I'm better than them. And the reason I'm afforded to talk with these well-known and hang out with these well-known people is because of that number. So maybe people feel inadequate when I speak of my life in the positive ways that they're not afforded to.
But also, I think just like from my own personal experiences, being able to live vicariously through other people's stories about hearing about these cool experiences is something that I've always really enjoyed.
Does that motivate you?
Kinda, yeah.
That's also, to piggyback off that of why I have that mindset, that's also the reason I started my cult. It's called The Zach Justice Cult on Instagram. And it's a private page where every day I kind of ask a thought-provoking question to break down the barriers between me and my followers. I don't use that as me being the leader, but more as just a statistical vocabulary term of what they're actually called based on the platform. But I put down these thought-provoking questions to really get into the psyche of the people that do view me on the internet. That way I can get more into their personality, their views, and know them on more of a human being basis rather than just a comment here or there or a follow. And I have a rule where I ask the question, you have to comment, but also everyone else, if you leave a comment, you also have to reply to a comment because I'm trying to form a community here.
It's like the worst assignments in school when you have to like message or like write on other people's posts on like a message board.
Because I just feel like with a lot of social media people, they'll have a lot of followers and everyone will look up to them. But I wanted it almost where we can look at each other and form a community where it's
like an actual community.
An actual community where maybe in the future, hey, I have this job opening. Oh, I know this guy from the Zach Justice Cult. He's good at this and he can, maybe he can apply for my job. Also, we're starting a Discord. I know this is probably boring for people, but where you can submit like what you might be an expert at. So maybe I'm an expert at doing social media. Not saying I am, but I know more than most people. Then I can go on, I can teach a class on a Zoom and like we're going to have scheduled class nights where it's like if you know how to play guitar, you want to teach people guitar, you have your class set up. Or if you want to teach somebody cooking, hey, we're going to cook salmon this night. Come watch, we'll cook it together. Hey, I know how to do archery. Come to my archery class. I think it'll be pretty fun to have like our own ecosystem of transferring knowledge between a community that's been found through a creator on the internet.
That's a great idea. I love that.
But it's under the satirical name of a cult, just because I think that's funny. But it's actually the opposite of everything that a cult is. It's more of, rather than
like worshiping and
rather than
a sort of faith.
Yeah, rather than a pyramid scheme where I'm at the top, it's more of a circle where we're all encompassing and we're all helping and each other grow. Also, I want to take over the world, and I feel like if I manipulate people to a point, they can be my little minions and I can steal the entertainment culture as it is. But mostly the community thing.
You sound like Gru if he was an influencer.
Exactly. That's all I'm trying to be. That's my soapbox. I'm not getting off of it. And thanks for playing.
All right. Well, to segue, I don't really have a good segue. I thought this was interesting. I wanted to play
I'll be the judge.
Little game with you. So there's this, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a study. Anyway, these people collected a bunch of reasons about why they ended things or want to end things with their significant other. And I want to read a few of these for you and get your guys' opinion. Like, are they valid? Are they not valid? Would you have the same opinions? Stuff like that.
I like this. I've been able to give an opinion in my life.
So this person said, I'm losing interest in my girlfriend because she never does anything for me in bed. Is that selfish?
No, it's not selfish.
I don't think it's selfish because I think physical attraction is a big part of just attraction in general.
The physical part of a relationship is a very important thing. Like if you guys aren't
compatible in
bed, or it's like, not saying that you even need to be doing that, because if that's what you guys have an understanding in your relationship, but if that's something that your partner is needing and you're not providing, then that's.
I don't think it's selfish. You just got to make sure you have a conversation.
Communication. You have to have that open line.
Communicate it, and if nothing changes, then I think it's a valid reason.
This does remind me of Define the Relationship, India and I's other podcast that's on every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time
8 p.m.
on Spotify.
EST.
Live on Spotify Live.
Yeah,
it's actually where we take live questions from listeners and we can actually talk to them about it.
About their problems.
About their problems. Very similar to what we're doing now. Yeah. It's actually a great time. If you
can put the casting link on our stories if you guys want to sign up potentially.
If you guys want to sign up.
Nice little shameless plug. Okay,
I wasn't a plug at all. I blacked out actually.
I want to break up with my boyfriend because he started wearing flip-flops.
Valid.
100% valid. I think all open-toed shoes should be outlawed.
Should be banned. Should be banned. I don't need to see the piggies.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about you right now.
I mean, did he only wear flip flops? Because then valid.
It sounds like the fact that she wants to break up with him, that he was wearing them pretty consistently.
then valid.
You know, I'm not.
I'm a slides girl, but not a flip flop girl.
I'm not one to take control of other people's bodies and say what they can or can't show. You know, free the nipple if you'd like. But
You draw a line at little piggies.
yeah, we gotta
My piggy's covered.
jail the toes.
Not pinky, piggies. I can
pig-
see 4 of them right now. 8 of them if you count both feet.
Thought you meant my piggy, like my little piggy.
It's pinky.
That's pinky toe.
No,
not-
these are piggies.
Did you think that your small toe this entire time was called a piggy toe?
They're all your little pig. Big piggy, tall piggy, medium piggy, little piggy. And then that one's just a middle piggy.
What stop did your brain get off at? Because you got to go find it.
Piggy, tall piggy.
All right, next one. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. The relationship has no fights or problems. I just feel like it's so
Sign me
plain,
up.
so plain, and I'm losing interest.
No,
Okay.
just stay with them. It's fine.
That's
You don't
gonna
want to be
a deeper,
fighting.
That's a deeper conversation. That's like that 80-20 rule I've spoken about before. I think
What's
that
the
just-
80-20 rule again?
No one will ever be 100% like in a relationship. You will never get 100% out of somebody and the 100% of what you want and need out of somebody.
Unless you're Jared.
Somebody else will have that 20% and you'll get attracted to that immediately and want to like, you know, you'll veer off and be like, oh my God, they have the 20% that I'm looking for, but they won't have the other 80%. And then you're just leaving the good for a
Also,
lot less.
we won't go into details. That's all I'm gonna say. Jared's got a little crush right now, but we won't talk about that.
Anyway,
Oh, look at him smile!
And you had a good day, didn't you?
anyway.
Oh, he's
Anyway,
so
but that's
nervous.
what I was talking about, that 80-20 is that like, I just think that that means that you need to have a conversation with your partner about like bringing those sparks back, like go on a trip or
Or kiss.
I think it's also this person, I don't know if they want them to fight or have problems to solve or whatever, because that's like the reasoning they bring up, like why they're losing interest. I think that's something that they need to go to therapy for.
oh yeah, been there. I have realized that in my life, like I have never not known what a relationship is like without arguing and without just like screaming and yelling. Just because every relationship I've ever been in has been super toxic and just filled with animosity and anger and argument. And so when I was in a relationship that wasn't involving that, it almost made me think like they didn't care or like there was something wrong because we weren't arguing and because like a conversation would just be like, it would just be like this. And I'd be like, what the hell? Like, you don't care. And they'd be like, I do. Like, I'm just not screaming at you. And
I care because I'm not screaming
and I
at you
just
right
like
now.
my brain didn't know how to comprehend that and didn't know how to work through that. So going to therapy has been pretty beneficial for me on trying to like figure that out. Also like getting on the proper medication. Like I'm open about talking about that I am on the proper medication to help balance myself out and balance out my feelings, which I was super nervous to start doing, but it's probably the best thing I've ever done for myself because I'm able to like see the world a lot more clear and just not completely go off the rails when I feel like something bad is happening.
Progress through science.
Artificially created character development. Anyway,
But
That's a
I'm probably,
great band
I'm
name.
honestly probably going to go off the rails for about a week and a half.
Why?
Antibiotics I'm on can kind of mess up with any other medications I'm on. So,
sick.
but
Stay
I
at
would-
your house.
hey,
I'm not dealing with
I
that.
would much rather be on those than be coughing up the phlegm balls I'm coughing up.
Yeah, let's move on.
It was this
I
big
don't
and
want. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You did
I'm gonna
show
throw
me.
up. I
No, I
don't.
didn't.
It was in a Snapple bottle.
Stop.
You swished it
Oh,
around.
that one I did.
I feel like my one rule is don't show me your phlegm.
I literally. That's the golden rule.
was a green
okay,
ball,
I
like-
don't shut up. I don't care what alien came out of you. Okay, this person said he said Harry Potter is for children, and I lost interest in him.
Valid.
That's a little
I mean, it's intense, but
intense. Yeah.
also like if you're like diminishing the things that they love and being like, that's for children, that's stupid. Like that breaks my heart to be told. Like when I get really excited about something and somebody's like, that's stupid. Like that's really dumb.
That is true.
Like
I
that's
do understand
really
that.
heartbreaking. Like my ex used to do that all the time over the little things I was excited for, and I'd be like,
It's like okay, you drank a glass of water and a half. Like if someone ever just like put you down for even wanting to tell that story to someone, like that made me so mad. And I'd punch that guy. It was right in the.
Just seeing the surface of that, you're like, that's stupid. Why would you do that? But like digging deeper into that, like for 2 seconds, like that hurt.
Like if that's something she's genuinely passionate about and loves.
Yeah, like imagine if someone told Mads, Harry Potter's stupid, it's for kids.
Where she has a
She'd be
whole
like,
room dedicated to it.
oh shit.
Yeah,
A whole room and multiple tattoos.
Yeah, like that. That's something you have to have. Like,
But's never read the books.
I think your initial thought can be like, "Oh, that's dumb," but I think in a relationship, it's also important to have an open mindset to where if that person wanted to show you why they love that thing, you have to be accepting of that and at least try. You know, this person says, "My boyfriend says Valentine's Day and frustrated. I want to break up with him because of it."
Valentine's Day?
Times. Like a clock. And frustrated.
You know what? My dad has a thing where he says sandwich.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. If he's talking about a sandwich, he says sandwich.
Yeah, that's a common thing.
No.
Is it?
It's not.
Yeah, I've heard
I've
it.
never.
It's so.
You guys aren't cultured. Though.
Yeah. Oh, he also asked me how to spell off and ov, like the difference. He's like, wait, how do I spell ov? Like O-F. You spell off like O-F-F. Like he can't decipher.
I didn't
the
know what
difference.
ov was.
Yeah, I
no
was
idea
like
what she's talking about.
ov. I was like ovulate.
Like
the
Ov,
Wizard
like
of?
The Wizard of Oz. Like ov.
Like off.
O-F. The word O-F. Ov.
Of.
Of. Well, say, come on.
Of and ov are different.
No, they're not.
Now say how you were saying it.
Of. I'm saying like of.
I feel like I'm going crazy listening to this.
We know the word. Let me think of another of.
After 4 years together, my girlfriend is still in the honeymoon phase. She's overly affectionate. I'm worn out by it, and I'm losing interest in her. I just want us to be normal, not lovey-dovey all the
A
time.
knife is only a kitchen away.
Jesus, what?
Don't call me that, dude. I'm not the son of God.
Maybe she's clinging to you and like getting attached because she's not feeling that. She's like almost like maybe a little. She's desperately like
she's
trying
overcompensating.
For it. She's overcompensating because you're under.
Relationships are all push and pull. Usually when someone pulls, the other one gravitates and wants what they can't have. You know what I mean? It's just human nature. So if you pull back your feelings, they're gonna insist on their feelings more. I guarantee if you flip the script and you become
Well,
snuggle
that feels
nation.
like a little manipulative. Like I feel like.
But I'm just saying, even it could be. You can unconsciously be doing. That's just how humans react to things.
No, I know. I'm just saying that maybe don't just like.
You can't have any more of these cookies, by the way.
I just had to eat something with.
You
my
can't have any
mom.
more. These
Why?
you can't have any.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, but you're on a fitness program.
Yeah,
Those
you
are
can't-
literally
you can't have
just sugar.
You
I had to
You can't eat any more of these.
I had to eat one with my
You
freaking.
can't eat any more though.
Stop! Oh, you what if I want to eat one?
See how she wants it now? You just got manipulated.
Did we just watch
Well, I
a
wanted one
master
the
at
whole
work?
time, but anyway.
Okay, this person said, I know it's wrong, but I want to break up with my boyfriend because he isn't as smart as me. When we have conversations, it's like he doesn't understand the words coming out of my mouth.
That's not tough.
That could be a deal breaker.
I can understand that.
That's like,
But especially if that person also isn't making the effort to like understand the things that you I don't know. Like I get that. Like at a certain point, it's gonna get annoying that person is just like, wait, what?
yeah, like
What are you
if
saying?
the whole thing with a relationship is that if you are dating like to marry, like your intention is to like stay with this person for the rest of your life. It's not like a short term thing, right? You're going to have to spend every day with them and talk to them. And if they're just staring at you with empty eyes and
Kinda
you feel
thought
like
behind those eyes.
if you feel like you're just talking to a brick wall, it's hard
Which
to
we've
have
all been there, and it is exhausting.
Yeah.
Even just to have one conversation, let alone be in a relationship with somebody like that.
3, 2, 1. Gonna grab my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grant some afternoon delight.
Where did that come from?
Afternoon delight.
I'm losing interest in my boyfriend. He is always texting me, calling, and wanting to see me. I need more space.
Yeah, just say I want space or it's over, buddy.
Just like that. Verbatim.
Dude,
I want
I've realized 7, 8 billion people in this world. There's gonna be a lot more that are compatible. Just cut the rope and move on. What are we talking about here?
I lost interest in my boyfriend when I was told he looks like my brother.
Well, that would turn me
Hey,
on.
been there, done that.
You've dated your brother?
No.
Would you date somebody that has the same name as your parents?
Oh, like a Julie or an Ian?
Yeah.
also like a Julie or an April.
Yeah. Or Gina, like, would you?
That'd be weird, but like,
Yeah, 'cause it
imagine
could be
just
like-
like say my name in bed.
No, but that's what I was thinking about. Like, if I
Just be
dated
like,
a
"Babe,
girl,
I can't.
if I dated a girl named Julie and I have to like say that in
Yeah,
a sexual
Julie.
manner, or April, I can't. Like, my parents would always come to the forefront of my mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe just, like,
it'd be
go-
weird if like I don't know if I met a girl named Mom. I guess I would.
I remember the day I found out my parents' names.
You remember the day you found out your parents' names?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I was like 5 or 6.
That's like a day you remember. Like the day you found out Santa Claus wasn't real, right?
No, it's a day I remember.
Okay, what happened?
My mom was talking.
Dude, it's like pulling teeth, isn't it?
My mom was talking.
I
to
drank water today, and my
My
mom's
mom-
name's Julie.
My mom was talking to my my nanny, and I remember my nan like calling her over and being like, "Julie, come here," and I was just like, "Her name's Mom, not Julie. Who's Julie?" Your mom's name is Julie, and I was like, "Mom is Mom." Like, what was happening?
And that blew your mind. Like
Blew my mind.
you thought that your mom had
I was like
this-
5. I didn't call her Julie. I didn't call my dad Ian. Like if I ever call my mom Julie or Ian, I can like jokingly say Julie to my mom. If I'm even to bring up the word Ian around my dad, he immediately gets mad.
My mom's the same way. I did
Oh,
it-
like he
maybe
gets
not
mad.
now, but
Oh, he gets mad immediately. He's like, I'm not Ian. I'm Dad.
My mom, she attuned her ear adversely to the term mom or mother or mama or anything in between because I would call her name and she would flip off her ears. So then I started to having to say Miss Thornton or Gina, and that's when she'd perk up and then she'd be like,
And
"Call
it's
me
stuck
Mom,"
now.
and then I was
You
like,
only say
"You don't-"
Gina now.
Yeah, because she doesn't listen to Mom.
I really want to break up with my boyfriend because he's uncircumcised.
Uncircumcised?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of rude. He can't help it. As
I
someone,
think it just means that you're not. I don't think it's the circumcision that you want to break up with him over. I think it's that maybe that there's something going on in the bed.
personally, my piece made it out the hood like Eminem, and I would just like to say that I wish I knew what the full feeling was. I don't.
Do you?
I don't know if I wish I had the skin back, but I've heard that their sensation is infinitely more pleasurable because their nerve endings weren't scoffed away by the scalpel of a warm knife.
I still doubt that. I feel like that's just something they say to everybody to make themselves feel better. My boyfriend is too sweet to me and I don't like it. I just want a little bit of a challenge. I'm losing interest quickly.
That's what I'm talking.
that's toxic.
I tried to say it earlier. That's what girls, they like, a little bit of a challenge.
They like a little bit of like
Even-
kinda a little
Therapy.
bit of bad boy.
Even-
Hey, therapy. Go to therapy.
Even in a long-term relationship, a lot of people get complacent even with the perfect partner. They want a little bit of spice. I'm not sure why,
That was going to be my next question. I was going to be like, why do you think?
I'm not sure why. I think that's human nature. It's if everything's too calm, you're always seeking out something. You're never that satisfied.
There is that like little theory, like that because like our society and like technology and stuff has progressed so quickly that like our evolution hasn't caught up. So we're still used to kind of like the old ways of, constantly being worried about threats and sleeping and like, being attacked by animals and stuff.
Oh, really?
That because we don't have those threats anymore, at least most of the world, because we don't have those threats anymore, that's why anxiety in society has gotten so bad because our brains constantly need to feel like something is about to happen and we always need to protect ourselves. And so we find problems in all the little things. And that's why now, like social anxiety is so high when before.
Because life's so easy, we have to find something,
Exactly. So when you're the perfect partner, when you're being Prince Charming, they find something wrong with it.
They always got to find something. You didn't remember my birthday.
That's
you
a big
told
thing.
my mom was a C word.
These are all big things.
Oh,
Jeez.
you fought my dad in the back of a Chili's. It's all, dude, the girls I've been with, they just keep bringing all this stuff. Like all the little things.
They just don't let anything go.
Yeah, you knifed and then twisted it into my brother's spleen. Like you drowned like 4 kids.
Freaking drama queen.
Exactly. Yeah, you stabbed the Easter bunny
Oh.
the guy in the costume.
Because he said he looked at you weird, but he wasn't
No.
looking anywhere. You can't see his
I can't
eyes.
see his eyes. I brought that up multiple times.
You snuck into my niece's house dressed as the Grinch and tried to kidnap her.
The little things. I hate.
That would freak me out because I love the Grinch.
And you would try to hug it,
Yes.
but it turns out you'd be kidnapped.
Yes.
I've only ever dated hockey players. My new boyfriend doesn't like sports. I think I'm losing interest because he's not a man's man.
There is a phenomenon. I feel like the girls in like the 80s, maybe 70s, they were more attracted to like the brooding man.
I think
sure.
so, but it's also funny to go back and like look at pictures from those times because the big brooding jocks were wearing like those really thigh booty shorts and
Yeah,
crop tops.
yeah.
And it's just like the complete 180 of what we look at as like jocks or like sporting guys.
But
today.
I feel like a lot of girls now go for the
More of the flamboyant type.
more petite body types of the what's his name?
Harry Styles,
Charlemagne. What? No,
Timothy Chalamet.
Charlemagne the God.
Like Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet.
I don't know. I just think that people's attractions are different now. People
Yeah, I
go
know. I
different
wonder
ways.
when that switch happened.
I think it also switched when like people became more open about their sexuality too. Like I think maybe the girls that are attracted to more of like the flamboyant types are more like sexually fluid in like the type of people they like. I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
You're just spitballing,
I'm just spitballing.
throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yup.
Yo. Yo.
Yup.
Yo.
All right.
Side.
And last one, I want to break up with my boyfriend because he's into anime and it freaks me out.
Yeah.
I don't think that's weird at all.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, I've never really seen
Have
anime.
you ever like been with anime people? Like you ever been around anime people?
yeah, let's get into this. Let's alienate part of our
No.
audience.
No. I want her to die on this.
I know.
I'm like,
No, like you love what you want to love, but
I think
it's
anime.
insane.
I think anime is cool.
I think
want to
anime's cool. I'm not saying anime is not cool. But if you ever met those people that are just, I'm talking about my brother. My brother, I love you. Have you ever just met those people that are so into anime?
Oh yeah, this is such a big hole she's digging. No, it's I cannot wait for the flames in the comments. No, talk more about a pretty big internet audience.
Don't worry, we have a bulldozer coming in for you.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. You
No, we
guys
don't.
have both made fun of it too.
No, we actually have.
No, I grew up watching it. I watched Naruto, Inuyasha.
I never
Dragon
said
Ball
anime
Z.
is bad. I never said anime is bad. I never said the people that watch it are bad. It's just
Wow.
those very
You
walked-
insinuated.
You walked a fine
I'm gonna
line.
say that very small percentage of anime watchers that are so intensely into it. Bit much.
Are you saying what
Bit much.
they enjoy is stupid?
I didn't say it's stupid. I said it's a
Are you insinuating?
bit much. No, they're just a bit much. It's just a bit much. I don't fucking have this conversation. I think I'm more thinking of furries, and I will talk to
That
you on
is
the furry.
so different from people
I know.
that watch
I'm
anime.
just saying that like people like that.
Thank you guys so much.
Wait. I've wanted to ask this about. Okay, I've had this thought. Okay, you know when you're just like that joke where it's like you lie awake at night and you can't sleep because every like stupid thing you ever did in your life just comes rushing back to you.
Yes.
I thought about this because I was editing Unfiltered. And I mean, this comes out on the same day, so I'm not spoiling anything. But they talk about prank calls, right? And I started thinking about when I had to have been in like second grade or something like that. I made my first ever prank call, and I got in so much trouble.
The way you're bringing this up, I was in line at Walgreens today, literally thinking about the first prank call I've ever made. Because it was to a pharmacy. Really, I got in so much trouble too.
She
So
tried to
much
get
trouble.
oxys though. It was a weird prank call. Anyway,
So I thought about this, and I called around this time. There's a movie. I can't for the life of me remember what the movie was, but it was a scary movie, and the whole premise was that this person calls you, and they basically say on the phone that you're gonna die like 3 days later, right? And then the whole movie is just like them freaking out about how to not die.
The Ring.
Is it The Ring?
It's 7 days. Yeah.
7 days. Okay. So I watched that as way too young and thought it was a good idea
Oh no.
to call my friend that lived across the street from me and I tried to, I'm a second grader. I tried to make my voice really deep, and I was just like, you're going to die in 3 days or whatever, right? Thinking it's going to be such a funny prank call. And he took it so seriously. He called the cops, everything. Whole thing got involved. And then I'm looking out the window. I see cops pull up, and everything.
Did he live close?
And yeah, he lived across the street.
Oh, okay.
And so then I get the cops knock on my door, and my mom goes to answer. They're like, yeah, so-and-so across the street got a call saying that they're going to die in 3 days. And it came from this house. And do you know anything about that? And so my mom's like, what the fuck? No. Calls me down. I got in so much trouble.
What did the police do?
They were just like, why did you do this? I was like, I saw a movie. I thought it would be funny. And they're like, yeah, but you threatened someone's life.
Oh yeah, but like
It is funny though.
And I got a good talking to from the police. Scarred me for life. It just came rushing back when they were talking about prank calls. And I got grounded for a long time, and he did not talk to me for a while after that.
At least 3 days. I had to make sure.
But I was wondering if you guys have ever made prank calls, or if you've ever gotten in trouble like that
Yes.
still haunts you to this day.
Yes. I think I was like 9 or 10 or something. And my cousin and I had just watched a show, and we had learned or found out what a condom was. And we were like, whoa, what the hell? That's so weird.
What is it again?
Anyway, and so we called a pharmacy being like, we're going to tell
mustard
them,
ketchup, right?
we're going to ask them if they have condoms. Like, we're going to, I don't know. It was stupid.
Yeah, as a kid, you're dumb.
We're dumb. And I was
You asked
like,
the pharmacy if they had condoms. They're like, yeah.
yeah, like, I don't know. We thought it was like funny. And we called, and I was like, hey, me and my boyfriend are having sex, and we need condoms. Do you have them or something like that? They're like, yep, yeah, we do. Like, this is weird, right? And then we like ended up getting embarrassed and like hung up or whatever. But I think we ended up saying that like I could be pregnant or something or whatever. I don't know how it got to that, but my aunt like got a phone call from the same pharmacy like the next day being like, hey, like we wanted to check in, like
See if you're still having that sex later.
no, like we wanted to check in. We put these on hold because we were asked to like put them on hold or something. And she goes, what? Like what the? She calls us in the next room. She goes, why do you two need condoms? You're 10 years old. We're like, we made a joke. And she got so mad. She's like, where did you learn about what those are? You're like 10. And we're like, on TV. I get really uncomfortable at any pharmacy in Australia now because I don't know the one I called. I was also like 10 years ago.
You think they're going to remember you?
I don't know. It just
by the
brings up
voice, it's just-
memories.
You sound like you have a deeper
It's
voice
just
of that condom
embarrassing
girl
because
that
it
called
brings
10
up
years ago.
it brings up memories and it's embarrassing and
Zach, have you ever done anything like that?
No, but one time I wrote a letter
no, we're done
to
because
a
he
friend.
does this and it's so annoying.
I told him I'll be with you till the end.
Ooh, sing it.
One day I wrote a letter to a friend. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
That's how you're going to end it?
Jared, I didn't have a good hook for the song. Okay,
Thank you guys so much for joining us for this week's episode of Dropouts.
make sure to subscribe. Okay, a lot of you guys are watching this and you don't hit subscribe button. You
think-
understand that the analytics of our videos do. When we try to sell ads, it's a lot of it is based on how many subscribers we have. Okay, guys, all you have to do is click one button. We're money hungry dweebs, and
Dweebs.
thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram at Zach Justice. And
or
if you
the
stay-
Zach Justice Cult.
if you stay to the end, please make sure to find a picture of Indiana circa 2016. Actually, make them her music lease.
Oh no!
Send the cringiest music list
Oh please!
And we'll review them.
no!
next week.
No!
Nice. Yes. There we go.
All right, bye.
Yo, my musicallys are terrible. They're terrible.
Oh, we know.